Okay, here's a little play along with Blessed Be Your Name by Matt Redman. It's Capo 4. I'm going to play along with the recording slowed down to 87%. And then after I play along with it, I'm going to explain things about the song if you need that. So I think about 6 minutes or so. I'll put in the description what time that'll be. So I'm going to start with the play along. I'm going to stop a little early. I think we get the point. Great song to learn because it's repetitive. I love that. So I usually wouldn't strum over the neck. I'm just doing that so the camera can see both hands. You might have noticed in the beginning I was doing all downs. It's eighth notes, of course, so it's 8 notes per measure. But instead of strumming them all the same, I'm doing accents. So you kind of hear 2 groups of 3 and 1 group of 2, kind of like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And it's not that my accents are really that strong. I think it's the opposite. My other strums are kind of understated. As you know, G is a 6-note chord, a 6-string chord. So I'm kind of doing all 6 strings when I want the accent, and just the bottom 2 or 3 when I don't want the accent. So it's kind of like... a little harder to do on the D. And the way I really do it, I don't know if you've learned palm muting yet, but when you put your palm right there, you get a really cool sound. If you're up too far, it sounds kind of choked. But if you can rest your palm right on the strings, that's a nice sound. Maybe something like that, you can lift up. And then it took a while, but when it got to the chorus, I think close to 3 minutes, I switched my strum pattern to down, down, up, up, down, 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 up, up, down, if you've learned that one. We can talk more about that one if you haven't done it. Going back to the chords, I assume you know the chords, the G and the D. The E minor 7, I personally usually play like this, mostly because you might already know that's just a G without your middle finger. And then for C, which would usually be this, I do the C add 9. Kind of a fancy name for just a C chord that's almost exactly like the G, except these 2 fingers are moved over. And that makes all 4 of those very friendly and related. G, D, E minor 7, and C. And again, I don't know where you're at with the song, but I do what I call chord races. As you know, the hard part is that moment when you have to switch chords. So like if I'm having trouble switching from G to D, like if there's a break there, you can do what I call a chord race. You strum 1 of each chord, stop, and then get to the next one as fast as you can. So a chord race might be something like this. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, back to G. 2, 3, D. 2, 3, 4. And just keep getting faster on that if you can. And then D to E minor 7. And the point there isn't really to be fast. The opposite is true. You want to pick a speed that you're comfortable with and then gradually speed that up. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. I just find that the repetition is the key, because then your fingers kind of learn that dance of what they're supposed to do. Like all 4 of these chords have this finger in common, the 2nd string, 3rd fret. If you keep your eye on that finger, check it out. Really efficient that way. So basically that's the song at 87%, kind of the middle of the road. I think that's a good start. Enjoy.